And a look behind the curtain here. Welcome, everyone. Of the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Duncan is out there with Bird. Then it's Brandon Roy. Then it's Parrish. And it's Parker in at the one spot. I've heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focused on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
And at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Here's Collins. Basket good.
Well, that's just a mistake on defense. No one got a body on him.
To the paint. The steal. Nick Daniels up top. Bird cover. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
You knew they were going to be aggressive, and now you see them executing that.
The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the night here.
One shot.
The free throw drops from McDaniel. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front,
that can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
And one thing when a team underperforms like Philly did last season, Tim, they often bounce back.
Well, it always comes down to health, Kevin. If they have that, it feels like the East is wide open. They are going to have a chance to make some noise.
And the first one drops.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
Bird hits them both.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Nick Daniels finds Rubio. To the middle. Here's Gilmore. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Parker surveying the floor. On the wing, Bird. On the shot clock. Roy, that's a two-pointer. Here's Parrish, and it's blocked. McDaniels on the wing. Covered by Parker. McDaniels kicks to Rubio. Up and in on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now, here's Roy. 9 points last game out. And Duncan gets it to go on the assist by Roy. Duncan's got his second bucket.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Here's Rubio. Inside, Gilmore. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Parrish. Timberwolves trail by 3. Parker outside. Bird inside. Defended by Dort. No good from Bird.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
Cowens passes to Dort. 76ers moving the ball around. Rubio with a wide open look. And the rebound goes to Duncan. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Timberwolves. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle. And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Jordan with the bounce pass. Parker against Rubio. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Outside Roy. Parrish with the screen on Dort to the inside. And it's Parrish finishing it off.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Gilmore. Pass to Cowens. Outside, Dort. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. Robert Parrish comes up with the rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Parker inside, covered by Rubio. And it's all evened up.
And when you give Parker room to work his magic down inside, he knows how to finish with style.
Pass to McDaniels. Down low, here's Cowens. Duncan with the block. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So both teams making some changes here. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
Well, a big part of their offense a year ago was the three-point shot, and their accuracy was unbelievable.
Four on the clock. Dort passes to Bridges. Second chance effort. Boozer can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And that one's good. Wagner.
Yeah, Wagner in attack mode there.
And Rubio kicks to Dort. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Boozer. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
Yeah, he goes to the fadeaway right there. I think he thought the defense was a little bit closer.
Wagner outside. Pass to Duncan. The hook. Yep, it counts. Duncan's got 7 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Boozer, and Jermaine O'Neal pulls it down. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. All right, I'm just getting this in my headset. I'm told we have Shams Charania, our 2K insider, on the line. He's now with us, and some important NBA news. Hey, Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Kevin. There's some early season activity going on in Milwaukee. The Bucks are making moves. I'm told they were able to land Jaylen Brown. Not every day you can add a former Finals MVP to your roster, and most of the time, those guys are locked in. Such a dynamic force at both ends of the floor. Brown is clearly someone who elevates everyone around him. I'm told they're very excited to see what he can do on their roster.
Thanks again, Shams, as always. Now, Wagner. After OG Anunoby missed from long range. Inside, here's Duncan. Plays it up and banks it in.
Assisted by.
Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
And Wagner is comfortable in the pick and roll. His decision-making is impressive in those situations.
Bridges, no one around him. Drills it from outside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Kevin. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back to you guys.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Some changes for Minnesota. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Duncan. Trey Murphy comes in for Brandon Roy. And it's Tyler Hero in for Parker. Now, here's Bridges. He's tightly guarded. O'Neal against Boozer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Black. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The 76ers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. The Timberwolves leading. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Unable to get that one.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Boozer, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
A guy that usually likes to work in close. Boozer noticed the soft coverage and able to knock that one down from the mid-range.
Finish off the break. And the 76ers lead by 2.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Screen by O'Neal. Markkanen from outside. Second shot opportunity. And O'Neal weighs it in. O'Neal's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Pass to Mashburn. Bridges outside. On the wing, Anunoby. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Trey Murphy.
And Bridges is a crafty player. Knows how to draw whistles and get to that line.
Two shots.
That one is off.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
And he sinks the second. And so Hero will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Markkanen. And it's off from three-point range. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Black with it. Anunoby a screen on Hero. Bridges outside. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Philadelphia.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Tyler Hero out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Markkanen. Then there's Bird. And it's Parrish. Wow, what a play! Unbelievable!
How's that for a show? Dort looking like he wants to be in the dunk contest with slams like that.
Back to Hero from deep three-point territory. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Last year marked the first All-Star appearance for Tyler Hero. Tim, he clearly is the pride in Milwaukee, one of the great high school players from that area.
Well, Kevin, he has finally put it all together and taken his game to the next level. Not just scoring, but also creating.
Pass to Markkanen. Three-pointer. Another miss by Minnesota. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. A nice shot by Black.
They are just killing them on the interior.
To the left wing, back to Hero. Timberwolves passing it around. Markkanen sets the pick for Bird. Fires at the elbow. Gilmore grabs the miss.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Pass to Black. To the paint. Shoots. Shot's good by Gilmore. Gilmore's got the lead up to 7 now for Philadelphia.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Hero on the wing. Black defending. Markkanen good.
Well, over the course of his career, Tyler Hero has had the ball in his hands more and more, and now you see why. He has really improved his decision-making.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
McDaniels passes to Gilmore. Black in the post. He's covered by Hero. Black in the post. Collins. Rebound, Minnesota. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And two teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. You need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
And timeout called by Chris Finn. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Rubio checked in for Anthony Black. Timberwolves also changing it up. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Roy comes in for Trey Murphy. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Hero. And the first one at the line is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Rubio, the pass to Gilmore. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Bird looking it over. Bird finishing in close.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's the screen. No good with the triple. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Roy. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Graceful shot by Roy, making it hard for the defense with the floater.
Rubio the pass to McDaniels. Here's Gilmore. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D there from Parrish. Pass to Roy. Puts up a 3. And it's Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Gilmore. Back to McDaniel. They set the pick. Here's the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Duncan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Roy.
Oh, what a slam! Clean that up!
And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on the show.
To the middle. Stolen by Parrish. And now in transition, it's Roy. Here we go. That's tipped. McDaniels against Duncan. McDaniels outside. There's the double team with Roy. Gilmore passes to McDaniels. Bird with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Big time slam by Duncan.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass? Getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure. Minnesota making some changes. Jermaine O'Neal's checked in for Parrish. And Wagner's subbed in for Larry Bird. Timberwolves on defense. Pass to Mashburn. Now, here's Bridges to the inside, and Boozer throws it down.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Boozer rising up with confidence there and powering it home.
Parker passes to Wagner. Clock at 6. O'Neal sets the screen for Roy. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Rubio kicks to Anunoby. Wagner against Bridges. Out left to the wing. Here's Mashburn. His last outing, he had 8 points. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
The Timberwolves trail. Parker outside. Here's Duncan.
The best part of Anunoby's game is quickness and tenacity as a defender.
Rubio the pass to Anunoby. And here's Boozer. He's defended by Wagner. Rubio dishes to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Misses the 3. The Timberwolves shooting reasonably well, 45%. Parker uses the glass to finish the layup. Parker's got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Mashburn. He's defended by Wagner. Fades and shoots. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
1:21 left in the first half of basketball. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Duncan. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Mashburn the pass to Rubio. And here is Anunoby. No scoring in this one. Here's Bridges. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Parker outside. Duncan with the screen on Rubio to the paint. Duncan making it look so easy inside.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Anunoby passes to Mashburn. Connects from three-point range. Mashburn's got 5.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Parker outside. Down low. Fader on the way. That one misses. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Philadelphia ahead, leading by just 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, let's wrap it up and get ready for your Pocket Fight Arena Entertainment.
Welcome, folks. The Philadelphia 76ers going head-to-head in what's been a neck-and-neck battle through 2 quarters.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the backup expert.
And now let's take a moment to see how the West stacks up here in this early part of the season.
You know, for Philadelphia, they've started this season on the right foot, something we kind of expected, given their offseason. We'll see if this is a pace they can maintain as the year rolls on.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. An exceptional performance from Tim Duncan.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
When he gets the ball this deep and establishes position, now it's a matter of getting to his go-to moves that he loves.
We've got Jaden McDaniels, Lou Dort out there with Ricky Rubio, and it's Gilmore in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Shot's good from Bird.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch-and-shoot game.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
Parker outside. From past the arc. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, he's not having as much success shooting the ball early as he wanted, but so far, it's not hurting their team performance.
McDaniels against Bird. Kicks it out to Rubio. Over Parker. Rubio misses. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Bird outside. Duncan with the screen on McDaniel. The 9-foot shot, and he gets it to go. Bird's got 10 points. The 76ers trail by 4. Dort passes to McDaniels. And here's Rubio. And the rejection by Parrish. It's good on the putback.
And that is their first make of the third. Let's see if that gets them going.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Parker sets the screen for Roy. Bird outside. It counts, and the foul.
Defensive foul.
That's on Jaden McDaniel.
As cold as he was in the first half, he's done a great job regrouping and turning things around after the break.
Minnesota shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Heroes checked in for Minnesota. Free throw good. Bird. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective.
Now to see the numbers for Tyler Hero.
Great showing for him last season. Put up about 24 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
Here's Rubio, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Hero kicks to Duncan. Shot clock at 6. That's a 2 from Parker. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Hero against Dort. Rubio outside. There's the pick. There's the lob to the hoop.
And this game has been all about Gilmore. He's an intimidator down low, and they're having no luck finding someone willing to play the kind of physical defense it takes to stop the A-train.
Duncan against McDaniel. Pass to Collins. Now Rubio. He has 6. Here's Collins for the lead. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 4 assists now tonight. Duncan outside. Now here's Bird. McDaniels defending. Pass to Rubio. To the middle. Here's Collins. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Bird dishes to Parrish. Pass to Hero. Can they get it? And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Gilmore's got 8 rebounds in this game. McDaniels passes to Rubio. Takes it off the glass. And now a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Timberwolves also changing it up. O'Neal's checked in for Parrish. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Duncan. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Parker. Here's Markkanen. To Hero. Just 5 on the clock. And Bird, here we go. That one doesn't go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Rubio, the pass to Gilmore. Now, Anunoby. Count that one for George. George got the lead up to 8 now for Philadelphia.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
And they need to stay aggressive on defense so they can protect that lead with everything they've got.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Now, here's Rubio. 8 points for him. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Both teams making substitutions here. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Hero with it. Still without a basket. Markkanen sets the pick for Wagner. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's O'Neal. Excellent defense there from Boozer. Anunoby kicks to Rubio. Bridges passes to Boozer. Over O'Neal. Boozer, no good. And so Wagner will bring it up for the Timberwolves. A 12-point game. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot. Basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Kevin, back to you.
Keeping that edge. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And the three off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Boozer inside. O'Neal's there. And Boozer gets it to go.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pass to O'Neal. We've got 1:55 left in the third. And it's rebounded by Mashburn. The 76ers leading by 12. Bridges for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bridges got 7 points in the game.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
O'Neal sets the screen for Markkanen. Stolen by Boozer. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
So ready to get physical. Boozer takes it to the inside of the defense.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
The first free throw is good.
Certainly knows how to get to the line. Boozer using that size of his to his advantage.
And Philadelphia making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Brandon Roy, he's checked in for Minnesota. Good on both. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's O'Neal. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Bridges finds Anunoby. Boozer against O'Neal. From 10 feet out, shots good by Boozer. Boozer's got 12 points in the game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Right side, Roy. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Philadelphia out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be right back after this. One quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Parrish. Bird is out there with Duncan. Then it's Roy. And it's Parker in at the point. Pass to Gilmore. Excellent D there from Parrish.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Roy passes to Bird. Shoots over McDaniel. Here's Duncan. Rebound by the 76ers.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
McDaniels kicks to Bridges. 5 on the clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Bridges got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Philadelphia.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bird outside. Tries the spin move. Doesn't go for him. Nice defense from McDaniel.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Outside Roy. Inside. Here's Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Pass to Collins. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shot.
Down low. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Over Parker. That misses off the backboard. Timberwolves trail by 17. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Outside for Roy. Duncan with the screen for Roy. No good from outside.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making it.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Bird outside. Duncan with the screen on McDaniel. That shot wide open.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Bridges kicks to McDaniel. Pass to Collins. Over Duncan. Again, Philadelphia.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Bird outside. Duncan with the screen on McDaniel. Bird against McDaniel. 18 feet out. They get it back. That shot misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside, Dort. Bridges against Roy. Back to Dort. Lets it go with the three. Drains the three-pointer.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Parrish with the screen on McDaniel. Back to Parrish. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Cowens has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. McDaniels passes to Dort. Now, here's Bridges. Knocked away. Parker with the steal. Roy against Dort. Parker outside. Bird outside. Parrish with the screen on McDaniel. Bird can't hit.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Pass to Cowan. Over Parker. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. It's now time to take a look at our player of the game.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
These fans love him, and tonight he's given them plenty to cheer about. Here's Hero. Pass to Bird. On the wing, Duncan. 6 to shoot. To end the run. It's tipped.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Rubio kicks to Dort. Pass to McDaniels. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Tuesday, they continue the road trip heading out to the Bay Area to take on the Warriors. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Chicago Bulls.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. Should be a fun one.
Here's Bird. That shot off. Nice defense from McDaniel. Dort passes to Rubio. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Bird with it, guarded now by Rubio. Shot's good by Hero.
Well, Hero does not lack confidence shooting the basketball, particularly from deep.
Gilmore passes to Rubio. Out to the wing. Here's Collins. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Hero kicks to Parker. Pass to Duncan. Duncan with the screen for Bird. And Duncan gets it to go on the assist by Bird. 17 points for Tim Duncan.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And the 76ers call time here. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the fourth.
Attention everybody out there. Now coming on the court, there's Sixers DNT. Let me hear you make noise. Sixers DNT. Make noise, everybody.
Both teams deciding to change it up. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Back the pass to Boozer. Shoots over O'Neal. Misses off the left iron. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And it's Wagner missing.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team. A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. McDaniels passes to Boozer. 5 to shoot. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Outside, Hero. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wagner passes to Markkanen. Oh, great touch off the pass. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. Now it's time for our player of the game.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. For NBA basketball, with Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, and alongside us is Shams Charania, who'll be hanging out, chatting with us for a bit. Shams, great to have you with us as always, man.
Absolutely, and BA, there's a lot to talk about these days, so thanks for having me.
Tee us up now. Is the news robust or minimal at this time of year?
Oh, BA, it's always fluid with me.
Here's the starting group for Cincinnati. Holmgren is out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Cunningham. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Curry in at the point. Now here's Porzingis. Really struggled in that loss against Miami. Booker surveying the floor. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Jacks up a three. Knocks it down from distance.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Porzingis with a screen on Curry. Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Gasol misses.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, BA, I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers, continuing to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding one or two more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the three cities at the forefront of these conversations.
Now here's Curry. They really needed more from him in that loss to Brooklyn. Back to Cunningham. And Cunningham throws it down.
Great lead pass, anticipating where his man was going to be, not where he was.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. Coach thinks that they can push Chet Holmgren out of the comfort zones, and he's okay with making him a jump shooter. He said on the perimeter, he may as well be any shooter. We can guard that. Once he's on the inside, though, the advantage is his. So we have to prevent that as much as we can. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. The Lions trail. Cunningham with the ball. Pass to Curry. They set the pick. From deep three-point land. They get it back. It's good on the putback. And that ties it up.
Great energy. Stayed with the play all the way through.
Porzingis with a screen on Curry. Doncic against Curry. George outside. Porzingis sets a screen. Three-pointer. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. For Cincinnati, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game in a lot of different areas, and I know a lot of the older players are a little uncomfortable with that. Where do you stand on all of this?
Well, listen, BA, every player deserves to have their perspective heard, and they're the ones playing. They're the product at the end of the day. Trades, signings, free agency, coach hirings, firings, that's all a part of the game as well. I think everyone in the game understands that. For me, as long as I'm being fair, accurate, responsible with everything that I do and my information, that's all that matters. I think that's all players, coaches, execs care about.
Then he drops the first.
When you talk about shot mechanics, Curry is as close as you can get to perfect. I mean, you can tell he puts a lot of work into that part of his game, and it pays off.
No good on the second free throw. Rockets trail by 3. Pass to George. A shot to stop the run. Excellent D there from Booker.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Here's Curry. To the inside. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham throws it down.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Porzingis misses. Cincinnati leading by 5. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Houston has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Ooh, stolen by Gasol. And here's Curry for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Cincinnati.
Last year shows that having the better overall record doesn't mean you're going to dominate the lesser opponent.
Guys, they split the season series, and you know, there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
First in rebounding. And taking a look at their transition offense, they finished in the top 10 in the league in fast breaks, showing just how hungry they were to get out and run and try to beat teams quickly.
And you brought up their rebounding. It was impossible to beat them on the boards. They were committed to that part of the game. Here's Flagg. He's got 5. And Shams, you're on TV probably more than ever. Is that challenging? I mean, how often do you have to shave every day?
Yeah, B.A., I always got to be camera ready. And in season, particularly with the Luka Doncic trade, that happened so late at night that I knew at 11 p.m. Central Time I had to be ready. And for me, of course, interacting with my sources and getting information is one thing, but being TV ready, being ready to be on camera, it keeps me busier than ever. I know I have to be ready 24/7, 365.
You always look good, Shams. You're always ready for TV, man.
B.A., I'm just trying to be like you, man.
Looking at second chance points last year. Here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass. The Rockets, number 1.
And it was just great watching them be so assertive on the offensive glass. This is a team that trusted in their ability to keep possessions alive last season.
Here's Boozer.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Peterson. Just 5 to shoot. It's Williams. High post. And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Shams?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea.
Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish.
And just a tough move from Booker. So good at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
And Williams punches it home.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feat.
Outside quarter. Pass to Miller. Buries his first look.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Boozer passes to Williams. Now here's George. pulls it in.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Williams is screen on Robinson. Inside. And Williams punches it home.
That's really well executed at the offensive end. Mark Williams set a nice, solid screen. And then guess what? He's scoring the ball as a result.
To the wing on the left. The three. It's hauled in by Houston. Here's Boozer. No points so far. Right wing. Down low. Three-pointer. He buries it from three. Now just a 2-point Cincinnati lead.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Wilkins. From down in the low post, it goes.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Wilson's checked in for the Rockets.
Let's hear you. Get loud.
And Houston has possession. 4-point game. And one thing you can say about today's NBA, Shams, it keeps you guessing.
Oh, does it? I mean, this is an era of wide open competition. We've seen the flattening of the lottery odds, the big comebacks, especially in the playoffs this past year, a different champion each season. These are exciting times to be sure. And I think continuingly with this collective bargaining agreement, we're going to see more and more parity in the league.
And a year-round news cycle, which is good for you.
I'll be ready, VA. You know this is much more fun for me.
Houston has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Boozer. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Cincinnati.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
The first free throw is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Cincinnati in the lead. Ooh, poked away. And 1:01 left now in the first quarter. George passes to Wilson. They now take the lead. And the Rockets lead by 1. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Houston.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
And that one's good. Wilson.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
George against Booker. Just 5 on the clock to win the run. Offensive board. Misses the baby hook. And that does it for the first quarter. Rockets ahead. They're up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and the reserves delivered.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, it certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
On the court for Cincinnati, they've got Stephen Curry. Marc Gasol is out there with Holmgren. Then there's Cunningham, and it's Wilkins in a 2-guard. He shoots it. Wilkins with a rebound.
Look, it's real simple. It's a make or miss league, and he just missed it.
Pass to Curry. Holmgren outside. Cincinnati working the ball around now. Here's Wilkins. Sinks it from distance. Wilkins has got 5 points. And Shams, the last few years, teams often giving up a lot of draft picks when they traded for a difference maker.
The market has changed, BA, and the thought process has been, assuming the trade moves the needle, those picks you're giving up aren't very good. But listen, if the trade doesn't work, you just gave up the farm. And that's the risk reward that you play with as a general manager.
To the paint. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fall aways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
They set the pick. The ball's knocked loose. Curry with a steal. Cunningham outside. Curry looking it over. Here's Wilkins. 5 points in the game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And now we'll look at last season's most proficient free throw shooters. Stephen Curry, number 1.
This guy is just lights out from the line. He demonstrated that last season and really hurt teams whenever they fouled him.
And he knocks down the first one. And Houston making a change here. Doncic checked in. Both good from the line that time.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Pass to Peterson to halt the run, driving to the basket.
Another great pass from Doncic. You pretty much expect him to tally double-digit assists every game.
Well, we know about three-pointers, but rim threats provide that counterbalance too, Shams.
No doubt. Protecting the rim, playing defense, and playing with verticality, that's very, very important. And we saw a lot of draft picks going to mobile, athletic big men, guys who can protect and punish the rim while also being able to move their feet. You need to have a defensive presence down low.
There's so much ground to cover defensively in the NBA now. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Cincinnati making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Going inside, flag. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Marc Gasol.
Yeah, that was a smart drive by Flag. The defender was compromised, and Cooper took advantage.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And we're seeing teams these days applying more early ball pressure. Why is that tactic gaining steam, Sean?
Well, pressure is always going to provide a level of stress, and so it's a way to wear your opponents down, force them to operate deeper into the shot clock, and really it's a way for teams to leverage their length, their depth, their athleticism. You are seeing it used in different strategies.
Good on both.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Here's Wilkins. 7 points in the game. And it's Flag with a rebound. Rockets trail by 3. And he's going for the look. Perfect execution from Porzingis.
And guys, they know he's going to finish off the lob in style. Porzingis and his teammates connecting on target.
Curry against Doncic. Here's Wilkins. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. He makes a first.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
Mark Williams, he's checked in for Wilson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Outside Porzingis. Can't tie it up. That one misses. Cincinnati leading by 3. Here's Wilkins. 9 points in the game. Robinson on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. The shot no good. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about, and then decide." Brian, back to you.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, thank you. And he gets that one.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Pass to Peterson. And here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. Takes the 3. Here's Peterson. 4 on the clock. This one for 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
The 3 from Curry. That one doesn't go. He's just 2 for 5.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Outside Porzingis. Pass to Williams. Poke loose. In transition, here they come. Here's Holmgren. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
A Beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
Pass the flag. Robinson with a steal. And here they go. Curry, no good.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Oh, swiped away. Nice little finish at the rim there for Booker.
There's something that is great about Booker. He doesn't take all outside shots. I mean, Devin can score it inside, too.
Pass the flag. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Uses the glass on the layup.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Holmgren outside. Here's McGinnis, defended by Porzingis. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Miller's checked in for Cincinnati. Michael Porter comes in for Robinson. Pass to Boozer. He shoots a three. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. Cincinnati leading by 5. And here's Miller. Porter, the pass to Curry. They set the screen. Here's McGinnis, guarded by Doncic. And the basket by McGinnis. McGinnis has got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, play like that is beautiful to watch. Booker running the pick and roll almost to perfection.
Doncic, a screen on Booker. It's George with the drive. And George with the jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Timeout called, the Lions. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. Number 1, Houston.
Last year, this was a team that owned the paint. They were so committed to rebounding. And that's a stat you love to lead the league in.
Cincinnati leading by 5. Outside Booker. Pass to Curry. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Here's McGinnis. Here's Miller. Blocked! Here's Boozer. Pass to Flag. Clock at 6 to the inside. Here's Fall. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And now just a 1-point Cincinnati lead. Here's McGinnis. Miller on the wing. recovers it. A minute and a half left in the first half of this game. All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Chums with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
Pass to Boozer. Here's Flag. Launches it. This is another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Cincinnati leading by 4. Booker, the pass to Curry. Cincinnati working the ball around now. Here's McGinnis. And it's blocked. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. George outside. Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Proving right there he's a team player who wants to get his guys involved. I like seeing George make those passes.
Up top, Curry. Over Flag. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Cincinnati. They're up by 2. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm with Coach Udoka. Specifically on defense, would you say there's more to clean up in the paint or on the perimeter?
A little bit of both. We got to protect the paint a little bit better. They hit some tough mid-range shots, but they also hurt us on the offensive glass. So keep them off the glass, make them beat us from the perimeter, and I think we'll be in good shape.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
And changing it up, my favorite segment, social media posts. This question comes from B Smooth 94 asking, which one of you 3 is the best liar? I'll take this one, fellas. B Smooth, none of us have ever told a lie.
Ooh, he's good.
Very convincing.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Paul George out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Flag, and it's Fall in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marc Gasol. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Flag. Porzingis with a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Porzingis, and stolen by Holmgren.
A sloppy pass. Have to be more precise than that.
Booker can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 4. Outside Porzingis. Doncic outside. Porzingis with a screen on Curry. From deep, here's Doncic. Drains the triple. Doncic has got 8.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka gonna cook you.
Cunningham looking around. Curry finds some space. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. This game, folks, a close one here in Houston. Pass to Flag. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Doncic with the bucket.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Curry. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Right side, Porzingis. Doncic on the wing. George outside for the lead. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustments.
George against Booker. Left side Curry. Pass to Gasol. 5 on the clock. And he banks in the layup. He has 6.
Boy, between his passing and his movement, I tell you, Gasol creates a lot of problems in the paint. Frees him up for some high percentage shots as a result.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Wilson's checked in for Houston. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Flag. Down low. Ooh, stolen by Gasol. Booker for 3. Booker splashes in the triple. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Ooh, stolen by Gasol. Cunningham outside. Pass to Wilkins. Cincinnati working the ball around now. Holmgren outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Cunningham. And it's Flag with a rebound. Flag's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Wilson. He's got 7. And here's Doncic. The 3 is up. And George gets it to go on the assist from Doncic. George has got 6 here in the quarter.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
George outside. Back to Doncic. Here's Wilson. And Houston, another 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Both teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Gasol, a screen on Doncic. Out to the right wing. Uncovered. Good. Gasol's got 8.
Gasol's confidence is something to behold. No hesitation or second guessing off the catch. That's really good work.
George against Booker. Shoots. Offensive rebound. For Cincinnati, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. Over to the wing. Here's Wilkins. Goes back up. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
A proven champion. I mean, the veteran wisdom and experience Gasol brings to his team is not only important, but it's invaluable.
Cincinnati calls timeout. first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. The Rockets trail. Here's Peterson. George outside. Gasol grabs the board. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Cincinnati. Outside Porter. To the paint. Gasol inside. Working on Williams. And that one's good. Gasol.
And, you know, Gasol is used to taking on physical defenders. I mean, so good at staying with his shot regardless of the contact. That's good concentration from Gasol.
Porter finds Robinson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Mark Williams.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
So for Cincinnati, Miller's checked in for Gasol, and it's Curry in for Cunningham. And both free throws good for Robinson.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. That's taking care of business, fellas.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
A nice shot by Booker.
Boy, what a slick move that time. Made the defense look absolutely clueless.
Williams, a screen on Robinson. And he's going for the oop here. And Williams punches it home.
This is why Williams guys lob it his way. He knows what to do with it.
Outside Porter. Pass to Miller. Baseline try. That one drops. And it comes off an assist from Porter. Miller's got his second bucket on the night.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Back to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Williams able to quickly get to the rim, and that length of his helps.
And Cincinnati has possession. They lead by 4. Pass to Miller. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Miller's got 4 points in the quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Williams, a screen on Robinson. Here's Peterson. 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get off a shot. Porter with the steal. Outside Curry. Back to Porter. Pass to Curry. Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cincinnati.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Well, they've also been impressive, forcing a ton of mistakes. Not only that, but converting those mistakes into points on the other end.
Pass to Curry. To the middle. Cincinnati working the ball around now. Can he keep it going? So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Paul George.
Yet known as one of the game's most talented scorers, Booker is locked in on wanting to compete for championships.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently night in and night out.
Porzingis is checked in for the Rockets. Luka Doncic comes in for Peterson. He's off on the second. Rockets trail by 9. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Pass to Boozer. For 3, George. It's hauled in by Cincinnati.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
Left side Porter. Here's McGinnis. Curry passes to McGinnis. Lets it fly. Curry's shot is off. Down low. Here's Boozer. And he goes in for the dunk.
Sees his man. Threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
And Booker puts up a deep three. And that's not going to go. And so it's Cincinnati closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Cincinnati, they've got Cunningham. Stephen Curry is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Holmgren, and it's McGinnis in at center. Doncic against Curry. Cunningham, a screen on Doncic. With the crossover, it's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 4 rebounds now. George passes to Porzingis. Back to George. Porzingis sets a screen to the inside. Porzingis punishing inside.
Really hard to guard Porzingis, especially when he's moving like this in the screen and roll.
Booker pass to Curry. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Porzingis misses.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that.
Wow. Curry passes to Holmgren. Pass to Booker. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Curry with it. Now Doncic defending. Curry passes to Cunningham, and he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The first one falls. Gasol's checked in for Cincinnati. Both free throws good from Cunningham. Here's Doncic. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Porzingis with a screen on Curry. Doncic against Curry. George outside. Porzingis with a screen on Booker. Here's George. Lays it up and banks it in.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Gasol inside.
Gasol has all the moves. He's a tricky cover inside, and you never know which of his many moves he's going to pull out of the trick back.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. It's both from the stripe. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Flag. Now George. And George with the jam.
Because of his incredible scoring ability, many consider George to still be a star.
Now Curry. Inside, Cunningham. And Cunningham throws it down.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's George. Here's Fall. And there's two. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
This hole inside. It's rebounded by Houston. Fall's got 7 rebounds in the game. For 3, George. George with another miss. Cincinnati leading by 4. It's tipped to the middle. Here's Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
How about Marc Gasol, back to the future, turning the clock back. On fire tonight. Basket after basket.
Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. George outside. Porzingis surveying the floor. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Yeah, that's an easy throw down for him. The rim might as well be 8 feet tall when you're as long as he is.
Cincinnati calls timeout. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for Cincinnati was getting across in their huddle. Coach asked his team, can anyone knock down a 3? Reminding them three-point shooting will open up the floor, make things easier in the half-court offense. Everyone loves making threes. Missing? Not so much, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Yeah, you know, Gasol is in the zone with the shooting right now. Nice to see him making it happen like this.
George outside. Down low. Shot clock at 6. Booker with it. Guarded now by George. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Gasol passes to Booker. Doncic against Curry. Back to Booker. George with the block.
George is versatile defensively, can guard multiple positions, and that versatility allows him to block some shots, too.
Curry with a steal. And here they come. Up the floor. Big Chet throwing it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Booker. It's hauled in by Houston.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Cunningham passes to Curry. Booker against George. Outside Booker. Shot clock at 5. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Houston. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Tuesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Philadelphia to take on the Sixers.
And that game against Brooklyn, that will be game number 8 on the schedule for them. Starting to get into the full swing of things by then.
And Cincinnati making a change here. Porter Jr.'s checked in. Has to flag. George scanning the floor. There's the screen. Takes a 3. Here's Fall. And the layup is good off the glass.
That'll drive your coach crazy. failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. Got to work harder on the glass.
Timeout called, the Lions. Gasol. Holmgren outside. Here's Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Now Holmgren. Holmgren for 2.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Porzingis with a screen on Curry. Flag fires. Cash from downtown.
Just tremendous poise on an important possession. Flag has nerves of steel.
Now here's Gasol. The D's right on him. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
He has been there many times before. Gasol stepping up when they need him to.
Doncic. Rebounded by Porter. Cincinnati leading by 4. Here's Holmgren from deep. Bullseye. Chet hitting for 3.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand. Knowing his team needs a hoop, Porzingis says, I'll get it done.
Holmgren with a screen on Doncic. Oh, he can't hit a tough 3. Houston has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the 4th. Look at Doncic making himself at home.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Now Holmgren beyond the arc. Buries it from outside.
And relentless effort from Holmgren, refusing to give up until it's all over.
Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back.
One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Booker. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
George! And the 3 misses.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
There's the block. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game. Stephen Curry.
And in the locker room, each guy. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach. What better exciting than a little NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. A look at the Bronx' opening lineup. And it's Hill in at the 3 slot. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Still in the early stages of the season here, but some people are already talking about MVP and Rookie of the Year, Grant.
You know, I think it's a little early for that. I mean, those decisions are a long way off. But, you know, B.A., I guess it never hurts to take a peek.
You know, Grant Hill is a total class act and a special player, too. A hard worker, shows up for his team every game, and really tries to make everybody on the floor better.
Now here's Gobert, out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's McGrady, and he buries his first look.
And McGrady inside is confident, using his outstanding length to get the shot he wants and to get it off.
Pass to Hill. And Gobert with a block. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's McGrady. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Here's Harper. Fires top of the key. And he can't get that one.
Working from medium range, he was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
Outside, Hill. To the paint. Wallace misses. Here's McGrady. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Pass to Harper. Picked by Gobert. There's the triple. That shot off the mark. Now here's Hill. He's guarded closely. Wallace with it. He came away with 14 points in his last game. Here's Price. Good ball movement here by the Bronx. From 13, the Bronx again can't hit. The Magic have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Gobert. Here's McGrady. Nails it from 3. McGrady's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, classic dish from the big man to the outside. Bolden saw his team had an opening on the arc.
Price, the pass to Olajuwon. Over Gobert. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Magic leading by 3. McGrady, good. McGrady's got 7.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Timeout called, the Bronx.
And they caused a lot of headaches with their on-ball defense. They cracked the top 10 in team steals. More than a few games changed because of their aggressive D.
And they wanted to make an impact on the defensive end and accomplish that goal. First in the league in blocks, a defensive powerhouse. Now here's Wallace. Pass to Mullen. Here's Price. Can they get it? And Worthy pulls it down.
Tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
To the inside, Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Mullen. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Olajuwon. Calls back and drains a fadeaway J.
Well, you can't give Olajuwon any separation because he'll make you pay. He's got a beautiful jumper.
There's the screen. Pass to Harper. Mobley on a screen. Down low. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, the hammer. Mobley, a powerful dude out there.
Here's Price. Now here's Hill. Here's Olajuwon. It's blocked by Gobert.
This has always been a highlight of Gobert's game. Elite rim protection.
Out to Mobley. Here's McGrady. He's got 7. Gobert, that's good.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Now here's Hill. Pass to Olajuwon. Over Gobert. Olajuwon can't get it to go.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Mobley on a screen. Tipped away. And dialing into our broadcast remotely, I'm told we have Shams Charania here with a special report. Shams, take it away.
Thank you, B.A. There's some early season activity going on in Milwaukee. The Bucks are making moves. I'm told they were able to land Jaylen Brown. It's not every day you can add a former Finals MVP to your roster, and most of the time, those guys are locked in. Such a dynamic force at both ends of the floor. Brown is clearly someone who elevates everyone around him. I'm told they're very excited to see what he can do on their roster.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us informed. Much appreciated, as always. Now here's Hill. Pass to Price. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Olajuwon. Shot from the low post is good.
Hey, it takes more than contact to stop Olajuwon inside. He stays strong through contact and gets the finish.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Some changes for the Bronx. And White has got the ball here for the Magic. Leading by 5. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
And I'll tell you what a surprising result. Losing to an underdog is one thing, but getting blown out is quite another.
I know. I mean, I'm with you there. It just seems as though they were sleepwalking their way through that entire game. It was, in my estimation, just inexcusable.
Chandler, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
That is a big man throwing it down. Chandler making the defense feel his presence.
Out to the right wing. Here's Dantley. The Bronx grabs a miss, and this is their first time matched up with Orlando this year. Now here's Hardaway to the middle. Here's Aldridge. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. And now just a 3-point Orlando lead. White, the pass to Dantley. Back to White. And there's a pick to the paint. Here's Smith. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
You know, given his size, it makes a lot of sense to feed Smits down low. Really good execution there.
Pass to Dandridge. And here's Aldridge. Stolen by Mobley. Here's White. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Orlando shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. The free throw off from White. The Bronx trails by 7. Goodrich, the pass to Aldridge. The 15-footer. Can't get it to drop. Orlando has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Guerin. Yet to see a basket. Here's Dantley. Good D by Aldridge.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
Hardaway, no good.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for him. He'll usually convert that.
Here's Dantley. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Pass to Guerin. Here's Smits. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for Aldridge.
You know, players like Aldridge are a little bit of a diminishing breed in the NBA. A master in the low post with all sorts of ways to score in the paint.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. It's his first trip to the line.
Adrian Dantley.
And the first one at the line is good.
There's never any question about how hungry Adrian Dantley is for his next shot. He's constantly looking for opportunities to score the ball for his team.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's about as calm as you can be at the strike.
Outside Hardaway. Here's Dandridge. Off target from outside. And so it's the Orlando Magic finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Taking a look at the Brawlers. And it's Hill in at the 3, the small forward. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Guys?
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. And Clark, whether we're comparing players or voting for the annual awards, defense is a factor that is often undervalued.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I mean, we love to see people score in a variety of ways. We like to see that offensive skill set on display. But, you know, defensive stats are critically important, but not as easy to identify and count. But yet, and still, it's half the game, so you can't overlook it.
Pass to Mullen. Back to Hill. Stolen. Here's Worthy. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Smooth going into the lane. Worthy is a guy that you would pay to watch do his thing.
Here's Olajuwon. Defended by Gobert. Shot's good by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 6.
Fading back. Nobody there to even challenge him.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Cuts off the pass. And here's the fast break. Here's Mullen. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Good job staying with the shot. Mullen isn't going to be pushed around out there. He's a lot stronger than he looks.
Orlando leading by 4. Pass to McGrady. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Now Gobert. Harper passes to McGrady. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. The Bronx grabs a miss.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Price, the pass to Olajuwon. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Mobley. Now here's Gobert. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Brawlers. All right, a chance to check out the Orlando Magic's upcoming schedule on Tuesday. And then on Tuesday, they kick off a road trip to New York. Well, they'll take on the Knicks.
And for that game against Los Angeles, it's going to be their 7th outing on the year. You feel the team will continue to round into form.
And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Hey, best of luck trying to slow Akeem down. Going up for a full-strength power jam.
Oh, deflected. Stolen by Mobley. Worthy passes to McGrady. Oh, the teardrop falls in. McGrady's got 9. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
That one's good for 2. And now a 4-point Orlando lead.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Outside, Hill. That's to Olajuwon. Over Gobert. The Bronx again can't hit.
And I don't understand. Why is he going to the fadeaway? Just go straight up with it.
And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Greg?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Inside. Wallace outside. Beyond the arc. Mobley grabs the board. Magic leading by 4. Drives to the hoop. Here's Worthy. Watched by Wallace. A nice shot by Worthy. Worthy's got his second basket of the night. Here's Olajuwon. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yep, whenever Olajuwon has the ball now, he wants to take the defense to school, and I like his aggressiveness.
Mobley passes to Harper. Orlando moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Mobley. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. 6 points for Evan Mobley.
Imposing inside. Mobley is just too much.
Hill against Gobert. Hill to pass to Olajuwon. Mobley with the block. And they recover it. Here's Price. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to McGrady. Here's Worthy. Puts up a 3. Out to Mobley. From outside the arc. Gets rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Price. Still without a bucket. Pass to Olajuwon. Outside, Hill. No good on the triple. Orlando leading by 6. Here's McGrady. 11 points in the game. Worthy passes to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Stay clear of Gobert on the dunk now. The force he goes to the rim with is mighty.
And the Brawlers call time here. Both teams deciding to change it up. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. Orlando, number 1.
They built a reputation around the league last season. Do not test them at the rim.
The Bronx trails by 8. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Goodrich. And here's Aldridge. Fades and shoots. The Bronx again can't hit. Throws it up high.
Love the communication on this play. Worthy knows the ball is coming and gets there for the alley-oop right on time.
Here's Dandridge. There's a screen by Aldridge. To stop the drought. Rebound by the Magic. Here's Worthy. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
That's really just too easy for Worthy. The defense can't give him that deep interior positioning like that.
Here's Dandridge. No points yet. And it's Smits with a rebound.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. Seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Buries it down low. And the Magic lead by 14.
I just love the ball movement.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Hardaway. And Worthy pulls it down. Worthy's got 6 rebounds here tonight. White looking it over. To the inside. A nice shot by Worthy. Worthy's got 10 points.
And they're really working the paint now.
Pass to Goodrich. There's a screen by Aldridge.
Magic foul. First personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution for your Magic. Number 9, Ricky Garrett.
A minute 6 left in the first half. Pass to Aldridge. And he knocks down the 10-footer. He has 7.
Such a nice touch on the ball from Aldridge. He knows exactly how much power to put on the inside shot.
Outside White. And there's the screen. Here's Worthy. From the arc. Pure from three-point range.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Aldridge. And it's Smits with a rebound.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And so it's the Orlando Magic leading by 17 at the end of the period. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Certainly add some spark to their roster. Cunningham has been impressive. His size and length for his position is unmatched. And, I like this guy.
Got that. Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Orlando Magic.
They've kept the ball moving. No one's trying to be a hero, and you see the result.
And that's it for halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Orlando leading by 17. Rudy Gobert is out there with Evan Mobley. Then there's Harper, and it's Worthy in at the small forward position. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. Great open look there. Worthy's got 12.
Worthy can create, spot up, or take you off the dribble and get it done inside. A versatile scorer who also shows you some efficiency.
Pass to Harper. Now here's Gobert. Here's Worthy. Nails the baby hook. He's got 14.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Here's Olajuwon. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Touch, size, moves. The Dream has got all the tools to score and make you look silly while he's doing it.
Pass to McGrady. Fires the three. Gets the three to fall.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Price, pass to Hill. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Gobert. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Olajuwon passes to Mullen. Here's Price. He's scoreless. And it's all from three-point range.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And they're running. And stolen by Mobley. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. McGrady shot is off.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Here's Price. Pass to Hill. Here's Mullen. 5 to shoot. Here's Olajuwon. Orlando with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he lobs it up top. Here's Price. To the wing, right side. Here's Mullen. Pass to Price. Launches it from deep. The Bronx again can't hit.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And it was maybe a step out of his range.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Timeout called, the Bronx. Here's a look now at who shot the ball the best during last season's campaign. In the third spot, Rudy Gobert.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Here's Price. No made baskets yet. Down low. Here's Olajuwon. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Dantley passes to Gobert. And there's the rejection.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
Five on the clock. Here's Dantley. Price pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said, we can now see where we lose viewers, for example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back to you, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Dantley. And a nice finish on the layup. Dantley's got 8 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
To the middle. And Mobley throws it down.
You talk about a catch radius. I don't think you could miss Mobley with that pass if you tried.
Pass to Olajuwon. Gobert against Hill. To the paint. Knocks it loose.
Oh, what you say?
Wow.
Goodness. Come on now.
And that one is hammered home.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Here's Here's McGrady. 14 points for him. Pass to Danley. Here's McGrady. Here's Danley. Shoots over Hill. Good shot by Danley, no good.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Mullen, pass to Price. Good ball movement here by the Bronx. They set a pick. And here is Hill. He's got 5. Takes it inside, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Orlando.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Yeah, another thing they did well was feed the ball into the paint. They really utilized their size there tonight.
Now White. Pass to Danley. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul. Dantley forcing the issue. I like seeing him do that. He's really good at getting himself to the line. Not afraid to be physical. Actually embraces physicality.
Good on the second one. The Brawlers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Dandridge. Aldridge outside. Lets it go from deep. And the three-pointer goes. Aldridge has got 10.
With fundamentals and footwork, Aldridge shoots better than most big men.
Here's Guerin. Outside White. There's a screen. Clock at 6. That's tipped. Pass to Hardaway. To the right side. Here's Goodrich. Still no points. The Bronx needs to get off a shot here. Aldridge with the bucket.
He's really carrying the load. But no man can do it all by himself.
Here's Danley, and he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass and rhythm.
1:41 left in the third quarter. Hayes shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
Pass to Aldridge. Here's Goodrich. Fires from deep. The basket is good. Off the setup from Aldridge. Goodrich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A minute 4 left in the third. Danley gets the bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Hardaway with it. Danley grabs a miss. Orlando leading by 20. Pass to Guerin. Here's Mullins from behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. Mullins got his second basket on the night.
You've got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out brings it.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Goodrich driving inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Goodrich has got 5.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Here's Danley. The layup off target. And so it's the Orlando Magic. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. It hasn't taken them. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And so in the game for the Bronx, and it's Mullen in at the 3. Here's the pick. Pass to Olajuwon. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Olajuwon's got 20 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Inside. It's stolen. In transition. Here's Wallace. Orlando grabs the miss. Mobley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Worthy. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
You know, one of the things I like about James Worthy's game is he doesn't take bad shots. He really focuses on getting high percentage shots.
And there's a pick. Here's Price. Knocks down the long J.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
Here's McGrady. Pass to Mullins. Gobert's checked in for Orlando. Hill, he's checked in for the Bronx. Knocked away. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Tipped.
Excellent job by McGrady using his length to deny that shot.
Here's Price. Another 3 for the Bronx.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
Orlando leading by 15. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Magic. Orlando will retain possession here. Orlando making a switch here. Harper's checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Shot clock at 6. Here's Worthy. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Worthy's got 4 points this quarter.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
Here's Price to the middle and stolen by Gobert. Fades away, and that one's long. The Bronx trails by 17. Wallace outside. Pass to Price. Here's Mullen. Outside, Hill unloads. They get it back. Here's Olajuwon. Mobley with the block.
Man, Mobley is always lurking, ready to erase any shot that comes his way.
And yep, it's good. And the Magic lead by 19.
Smooth offense gets them the perfect low-risk look.
Price, the pass to Hill. Here's Olajuwon. The Bronx again can't hit. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's Harper. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul. Well, you can't get too physical with Harper now, especially when he's going up for that shot inside.
There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Here's Hill. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Tell you what, good luck trying to stop Hill inside. I mean, once he's this deep, the defense is done.
Here's McGrady. Pass to Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
Got the better of the defense that time. Easy trip to the rim.
Now here's Hill. Here he goes. It's good.
Boy, Hill is a tremendous penetrator and loves going right through the defense and scoring on the drive.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Here's Worthy. Check by Hill. Worthy passes to Mobley. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Harper. The Bronx grabs the miss.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
And here is Hill. And he jams it home with authority.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly...
Power is home! Oh, wow!
And I like seeing McGrady rise up for the dunk. Has amazing leaping ability and good reach, too. He makes it look easy.
Shot's good by Hill. Hill's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Here's McGrady. Pass to Mobley. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. The offensive rebound. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Magic leading by 17. The 3. McGrady, good. McGrady's got 19 points.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Here's Hill. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there.
Not that time. He was determined to get those points.
For 3, the Bronx grabs a miss. Olajuwon's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside, Hill. Gobert pulls it down.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Here's McGrady. Outside Mobley. Here's Harper. Let's loose for 3. No good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Look at how Mullins slips past the defense there, taking full advantage of the opening.
Magic leading by 16. Here's Mobley.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the game. Just in time with the putback.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Timeout called, the Bronx. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. A chance to check out our player of the game.
You know, honestly, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, he couldn't miss. Just look at this stat line. You've got to really see it to believe it. Complete confidence and all-out effort from him. And, you know, he made sure this was his night in spades.
You know, I got to applaud his incredible energy out there tonight. Losing again was not an option for him. He wouldn't settle for anything other than a win. Sinks it in the post.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Magic.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Yeah, nice timing on the rejection. Mobley showing you how incredible defensively he can be.
Mobley on a screen. Here's McGrady. Gobert. It's blocked. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Price. It's blocked by Gobert.
So good at finding these swats. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And time now to present our player of the game.